Thresher sharks are seen across multiple cultures in both myths and folklore as very cunning and stealthy, which honestly makes sense now that I know that the scientific name for thresher shark is Alopias in Greek, and that translation means fox-like in English. But some of my favorite of all of the folklore that I researched come from the Maori, the Hawaiian, and the Fijian cultures. In the Maori culture, they say that the demigod Maui placed the thresher shark in the sky, forming the Milky Way, which was the Te Mankoroa. And then in Hawaiian religion, they represent the thresher shark with one of their shark gods. I apologize for the pronunciation. I've been practicing for like 10 minutes and I don't know if I got it right. But their shark god is called Ka Maho Alai, and he protects the ocean around the Maui island, and whenever there is a boat that is lost at sea, whenever he shakes his tail, the people on the boat give him a gift, and then he guides them home to safety. And finally, in the Fijian mythology, Dakuwakwa is a shark deity and often appears as a fierce sea monster that is protecting their island. And within the Fijian culture, the people who most often would pay their respects to the Dakuwakwa were the fishermen, because he would make sure that they were safe while they were out on their voyages and then guide them home afterwards. And those three are just a couple of the vast majority of myths about thresher sharks and sharks in general, but those ones were the closest related to thresher sharks in my opinion. As for the drawing itself, I chose the blue and orange with the gold because I thought it was really fun and I wanted to practice using the new Ohuhu water-based markers that I got, plus the color wheel that I picked up to help me kind of pick the colors that I want to choose. As I've mentioned in the past, I usually get stuck doing a lot of monochromatic colorings, which is the same color, different shades, so I wanted to try to break it up a little bit, and using the gold and blue is the most comfort type of color combination for me. As for why I chose to draw a thresher shark in the first place, it was actually a commission request from one of my lovely followers, and if you want to claim this as your idea in the comments, by all means go ahead, but for the video itself, they asked if I could keep them anonymous. So I wanted to shout that out and say thank you, because I wouldn't have looked up any of these myths if you hadn't asked me to do this drawing for you, so it was really fun. And in the end, they decided to do more of like a purplish pink coloring, which is why I decided to do a bluish gold for the pencil and ink, so it was a little different. And I also wanted to take this opportunity to shout out a couple of different organizations that I've been following along with, especially with all of the pollution regulations that have been lifted within the last couple of months in 2025. So if you're like me and you really care about the ocean wildlife, even if you are very terrified of the ocean, I suggest checking out the oceancares.org and signing their petition, which is called Because the Ocean is Blue. It's a free petition. They're looking to get up to 100,000 signatures before June of 2025, and they currently have about 87,400 right now. As always, if there are specific types of creatures you would like me to cover and myths you would like me to go over, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because maybe one of the designs that I go over next and some of the myths that I talk about is a design that you suggested.